Hey, what's up everyone? So today we're going to be taking a look at Tidus. Tidus is the very definition of a speed character. He's the most mobile of any character currently in the game, and his moveset is built around that. One unique thing about Tidus is that he has 6 different dash attacks, whereas most characters only have 1. This means that Tidus has the freedom to stay completely mobile and seamlessly flow into his attacks from dashing. Because of this, Tidus is really slippery and usually very aggressive. He's hard to hit, but at the same time it looks like he can be kind of hard to control. Each of his attacks have specific ranges and movement that you have to get used to if you want to use him properly. Also, because he is so dash dependent, players have to be mindful of their dash gauge and they have to make sure it isn't about to run out when they're about to make a big move. His mobility makes him an ideal character for being like a disruptor type character. By that I mean he will have the easiest time staying in the face of shoot characters and stopping them from doing what they want. And he'll also be able to decently punish heavy characters like Cloud or Sephiroth if they carelessly throw out long attack animations. While all speed characters can do that, Tidus' moveset is built around specifically that, and it makes him one of the best at it. So let's take a look at some of the matches here. The first two I'm going to play are done by Nochi HG, who's a top level Tidus player in Japan. As always, check out the link to his channel down in the description if you want to see some more Tidus action. The HP attack he's going to use in these matches is Spiral Cut, which looks exactly like it does in Final Fantasy X if you're familiar with it. It's a pretty quick move, and it's an HP attack with a vertical hitbox, which often seems pretty popular in videos I've seen. Alright, so let's get right into it and see Tidus in action. Because Tidus is so fast, I'm probably going to have to pause a couple times just to point out certain things, so I'll try to keep that down to a minimum, but you'll see kind of how fast he moves and how hard it is to keep up with him. So we've got blue team here, which is going to be Tidus, Cloud, Cecil, going up against red team, which is Bartz, Cloud, and Lightning. So pretty similar team comps. No big advantage on either one, I don't think. So as you can kind of see, Tidus is just dashing around here. And let me point this out real fast too. So part of Tidus's dash attacks that he has is that they give him extra mobility. So this right here, he is doing like a jump here. You see these blue little mirages kind of behind him. So what Tidus can do though is they can cancel the attack part of their dash attack and just keep the movement. So you'll often see Tidus using their dash attacks just for the movement because they're really quick and it's easy to fake out your opponents, and also it doesn't cost any of your dash gauge. So you can use those to kind of move around the map some. So just keep your eyes out for that. You'll see them just using their moves but not actually trying to attack. So anyways, he's just kind of dashing around trying to avoid red team's attacks and just seeing if he can get an attack off on somebody. Nothing happening so far, just kind of moving around here. He's rushing in now on Bartz, and you see, so he got an attack there off on Bartz, and you kind of see what I'm talking about of how seamless he goes from dashing to attacking there, and just the different movements that he can do from that. So now he's just kind of dancing around there with Lightning, trying to get an attack off, but nothing really happened. Summoning Stone is up, and he quickly moves over towards it, and blue team starts building up on the summon gauge now. He and Cloud are both there, so good on them to get there quickly. So red team is kind of grouped up here. Tidus tries to attack Bartz. He's kind of focusing on him, but Cloud actually catches him while he's focused on Bartz, hits him with an attack. Nothing too big though. Lightning tries to throw out an HP attack, but you see how fast Tidus was able to interrupt her and move in with his attack first. So he just threw out his Spiral Cut, so you see how that works, how quick it is. He picked up an HP attack on both Bartz and Lightning there, so some good damage. Tries to throw an attack there on Bartz, but he got knocked away. Once again, Cloud kind of caught him dashing. I think he was chasing Cloud down, and Cloud just quickly turned on him and hit with an attack. So he's using his X skill there, quick hit. He started out there on Cloud, but his teammates were there to follow up, so he didn't really need to keep going with it. So he turned away. So Tidus actually turns to attack Cloud there. Cecil actually picks up the HP attack first though, so we got a kill there. So nice on his part. He tries to attack Lightning there, but she shields it. He's kind of just staying above everybody here, just kind of looking at the map, trying to see who he can attack. So what you notice here is that both, I think this is Cloud and Lightning, are focusing on Cecil for the blue team. And so Tidus is above both of them. And it's kind of tough to see enemies that are above you unless you're targeting them in this game, it seems like. So he's above both of them, so nobody can really tell what he's doing. So he quickly throws out a Spiral Cut. It's such a quick animation that he's gonna land it within seconds. So he targets Lightning because he can actually pick up a kill here. So before she can really react to it, he does indeed pick up the kill on her. So a nice move by him. Cloud does follow up with a cross slash on Tidus afterwards, but trading out HP damage for a kill is a pretty good move on Tidus's part. So both Tidus and Lightning were summoning there. Tidus started first, so he was going to get it off first, so Lightning interrupted and tried to attack him. But let me stop here, I want to actually point this out. So, coming back here. So right here, actually, I just want to show this because it just kind of shows part of his mobility game. So Lightning and Tidus are both kind of dashing around and kind of fighting each other 1v1. Lightning throws out her attack here on Tidus right as he uses one of his dash attacks. And what it does, let me push it forward for a little bit. So you kind of see, you can watch the trail of the blue mirror image Tidus is here. But he dodges away just as she's attacking. He's able to get above her, and what his attack does is attacks from behind. So he just pretty much is able to dodge her attack entirely and lead into some bravery damage. So that just kind of shows the power of some of his attacks there, is that they can really trick out opponents. So he interrupted Bart's summoning animation right there with just one quick attack and was able to throw out his own summon with the rest of his team, so they actually got Ramuh out first. So nice on his part to interrupt Bart's there. They only need to pick up one kill here, so we'll see if they play pretty aggressively with Ramuh active. Tidus is just kind of switching targets, just trying to see who can get an attack on. He looks like he got some damage there on Bart, so he actually broke his bravery, so he built up a good amount of bravery there. So now he's just once again just kind of moving around and just shifting targets, doesn't want to go in too haphazardly because red team is kind of grouped up. Now that they're starting to split up though, we'll see if he tries to do anything. He tried to attack Cloud there, but Cloud had got knocked kind of high, so he wasn't able to hit him with anything. He's moving in now on Bart. Looks like he starts his quick hit, but Lightning actually interrupts it. He only got a little bit of damage done. Looks like Cecil just died, and actually now it's an even game. Both only have 1 HP bar left, so we'll see who gets this kill first. Once again, you see Tidus just interrupting Bart's with one quick attack, not trying to start a chain or anything. Just wanted to interrupt the summon and not try to get caught out. So Tidus just picked up the kill there. Let's actually look at that again real fast. Everything was happening so quickly I didn't really get to explain what was happening. But, so if we jump back to right before that happened, let's see, keep moving. Alright, so you see Cloud was kind of in the middle of dashing, and Tidus used some of his attacks to quickly move over to Cloud and throw out his Spiral Cut. It's such a quick animation that Cloud only has a couple of milliseconds, it seemed like, to react to it. And what he's going to actually do is dodge backwards, which is unfortunately not what you want to do against Spiral Cut, because as Tidus comes down, he just has like a front hitbox. So he's able to actually pick up that kill there on Cloud and finish out the game. So you can kind of see how quick Tidus moves there with all of his attacks, including his HP attacks. He's all over the map all the time, and he's usually switching targets and just kind of being a nuisance to everybody in the game. So you can kind of see how aggressive Tidus is in this game too. He was all over everybody. He picked up 2 kills. He's a pretty straightforward character, kind of like I was talking about with Cloud in my last video. He's kind of similar in the sense that he doesn't have any, unique X skill that buffs his team or anything like that, like other speed characters like Kuja might have. But he's entirely focused on one thing, and that's pushing out damage and being really aggressive. He's definitely a character that you kind of want to build the team around, I think, just because Tidus can do a lot of damage just from his own moveset, as long as he has a team that can kind of watch his back and make sure no one's flanking him or, setting him up for some sort of trap or anything like that. I definitely feel like Tidus has a pretty high skill cap just because of how fast you have to be whenever you play him and how precise you have to be with some of your moves. He requires a lot of really quick decision making, I think. Alright, so let's move on into the next match here. Once again, he's going to be using Spiral Cut. Alright, so this time around, we've got blue team, which is going to be Tidus, Ace, and Cecil, going up against YOSHITAKA, Kain, and Bart. So there's definitely a lot more long range on both teams this time around, especially with Ace being shoot, and then Cecil has a surprisingly large amount of long range attacks as well, including his main HP attack he often uses. But anyways, so that's not going to apply to Tidus though. He's just going to do his thing, move around the map as always, just look for somebody to attack. He tries to hit Kain there, but just barely misses. Both of them trade out and attack there. You see he moves in here on YOSHITAKA, starts using his dash attacks to try to move in on her. Misses her by an inch with his one attack, but it does end up getting caught there. Bart is bullying Tidus with his Dragoon attack. Tidus is able to shield one, but not the last one, so he gets wall rushed into an HP attack. So very quickly, blue team is kind of falling behind in the HP game. You see Cecil actually just dies there, and Bart is once again just kind of bullying Tidus with his Dragoon move here. So we'll see if blue team can kind of turn things around here. They're kind of starting off kind of in the bad spot here, but that's okay. They're kind of grouped up together, both teams are. Tidus is trying to get his game going here, just trying to get an attack off on anybody. He dashes in, looks like Kain was actually trying to dash towards him, so Tidus is able to catch him with a bravery attack and lead into a spiral cut while he's on the wall. So nice move, nice way to start things off for the blue team here. So the summoning stone was active, blue team's actually able to get the better of it and fill up their gauge already. Tidus gets his quick hit X skill attack off, and you see there how long it is and how much bravery it can build up. He does get hit at the end of it, but he gained more bravery than he lost for sure. So once again, let me just go back real quick because I was talking over something kind of important. So he gets his quick hit off here, and then right after that, you're going to see Kain dashing. So you see Kain kind of dashing in right here. So what happened here was that Kain was targeting Cecil here. So Tidus gets up behind him. Tidus pretended to be going in to attack Bartz, but he actually turned around and started attacking Kain. He catches him with the dash attack here, hits him in with the wall rush again, and leads in with a spiral cut for their first kill of the game. So a nice move there by Tidus. Y'shtola was also focusing a different target there. I think she started to dash as well, so Tidus was able to catch her with the exact same thing, hit her with a dash attack into the wall, and lead in for an HP attack. So Tidus tries to do his summon there, but it took too long, so Bartz was actually able to interrupt him. Blue team is kind of grouped up here, so you see Tidus throw out his HP buff, and they kind of start to move away here. They're probably going to try to do their summon. Red team is kind of aggressively chasing them down, but they do actually end up all summoning together, so that way there's no time on it, it just happens immediately. So now Rama's going to be active. So I think blue team only needs one more kill here, yes, so we'll see if they can make anything happen with Rama. Y'shtola actually moves in by herself here, which is probably going to end up being a bad move. All of blue team is chasing her down here. Cecil has her locked down on the ground, so Tidus is actually able to throw out his spiral cut and finish her off from above. So that was probably just a slight misplay on Y'shtola's part. Maybe she thought the rest of her team was going to follow her in, but she actually came in completely isolated there, right into the entire group of blue team, so they were all able to work together and finish her off. So that was a good turnaround by the blue team, but I think it also kind of shows, just in terms of Tidus specifically, at the very beginning, you can kind of see that if he can't play his game, he's kind of a glass cannon in this game. He's incredibly strong whenever he can do whatever he wants and can bully you around, but you can also bully him pretty well, and there's not much he can do about it. He doesn't have a lot of defensive tools to work with other than his mobility. So other characters that have kind of quick attacks or homing attacks might have an easier time disrupting him, so to speak. You saw Bartz's Dragoon jump that he was using is a really quick attack animation, so there's not much that Tidus could do to move out of that. And he didn't really have any defensive tools other than his shield, obviously, to do anything about it. So with Tidus, you kind of live by the sword and die by the sword. There's only so much you can do to get out of bad situations, but if you're in an advantageous situation, you can do a lot of work. Alright, so we're actually going to change YouTubers here. We're going to now look at a player named Otaku. He's also a really good Tidus here, and the reason I'm switching is because he uses a different HP attack in his videos, at least the ones that I've seen, and he uses Slice and Dice, which is the other popular Tidus HP attack. It's kind of similar to Spiral Cut in that it's quick and targets directly in front of him, but he has a little extra movement forward, and then it also has an AoE around him that drags in anybody close to also get attacked. You'll see it in action and you'll understand what I mean. But anyways, let's jump right into it. So blue team here is going to be Tidus, Cloud, Terra, going up against red team here, which is going to be Kain, Garland, and Emperor. So red team has a ton of long range options. Each of those three characters has some form of long range attack. So Tidus is going to have to be really careful with his movement and just kind of dodge around the red team. You kind of see all three of them are throwing out their attacks now. So you see Tidus is kind of using his movement to just get a lot of vertical mobility here and just get above everybody so he can kind of see the entire red team. He's dropped down now and is just kind of looking for a way to go in, as is the rest of his team. Nobody's trying to be too aggressive. The Emperor was kind of by himself there, so he got a quick attack off on him. Tried to move in on Garland, but Garland actually was able to catch him reaching. Now he's trying to fight with Kain, but Kain actually got him as well. Emperor's once again kind of off on his own. He tried to duck under Emperor with one of his attacks and attack, but Emperor shielded it. Tidus dodges Garland's attack there with a shield, and Cloud is attacking Garland now. So Tidus, once again, he's just kind of moving around trying to find somebody who's kind of isolated. So you see Tidus is doing these like single hit attacks there on Emperor. So what he was trying to do was just kind of stalling Emperor in place so that Cloud could follow up with the Bravery combo, which is what did happen. And now that Emperor is locked down by Cloud's Bravery combo, you see Tidus is about to use his Slice and Dice HP attack. I think part of what they were trying to do is get the red team to group up so that if anyone got too close, they would get hit by Tidus' Slice and Dice attack as well. You see nobody else gets caught in the AoE there, so it was only hit the Emperor, but it was a good move by them. So you see Emperor was kind of isolated a little bit by himself over there, so Tidus was able to throw out his Slice and Dice attack and actually pick up a kill on him, so nice move there. Kain is over here by himself as well, so Tidus uses his X skill quick hit to do a lot of bravery damage. Cloud follows up behind him and is actually able to pick up the kill on Kain while he was locked down by quick hit. So you see Tidus and Cloud are kind of being a really two-man aggressive squad, just rushing in and working together to pick up combos and kills on people, so they're working together really aggressively here. So once again, Tidus is just looking for anybody that's out of place and just throwing out some quick attacks on them. Tries to pick up Slice and Dice on Kain, but doesn't quite connect. He actually was able to hit with Garland, though. Garland got a little too close, if you look. So if you look here, you see that Garland tried to throw out an attack there on Tidus, but Tidus had dodged out of the way and was able to avoid it. But like I was saying earlier at the beginning of the video, is if you have these heavy characters who are throwing out these long attack animations on people, and if they miss, Tidus is the perfect character to punish that. So throughout that entire attack animation, Tidus had time to dodge away, turn around, and then throw out Slice and Dice to pick up the kill there on Garland. So really good work there by Tidus. That just kind of shows how aggressive he can be. He and Cloud working together there, they did a lot of combos together and they were able to pick up a lot of kills together. So these three games kind of show you the epitome of what Tidus is. He's just a really aggressive, really fast character, can dish out a ton of damage. He's definitely the glass cannon of the speed characters, I would say, just because he has no defensive tools, but he's incredibly powerful if he can play his game. I think this is a pretty strong team comp with Cloud and Terra with Tidus, just because they can really benefit him a lot. Like you saw how Tidus and Cloud were able to work together to pick up kills, and then Terra was able to kind of hang back, make sure everything's okay, and kind of watch the battlefield. So yeah, hopefully that gives you a better idea of how Tidus plays and how mobile he is. He's definitely one of my favorite characters to watch just because he's always got action going on. I'll already guess that whenever this game does come out for PS4 and people are playing online, a lot of new players are going to be playing Tidus, and he's going to be that character that everyone hates just because all the new players play him and they just run off and do their own thing and probably end up getting killed for it. So that's my guess. But yeah, he's super fun to watch. He's super fun, it looks like, to play. And he seems like he has a ton of potential if you get really good with him. So yeah, that's Tidus in a nutshell. So as always, thanks again for watching. I've got both of these two YouTubers' channels down below in the description if you want to see some more Tidus action. They're both really good with him, and you can probably learn a lot more about Tidus by watching some more of their videos if you're interested. So I will see you guys next time. Once again, thanks for watching, and have a good one.